ChatGerry Stochastic Modeling of Post-Stroke Memory Recovery, number 1398, October 20, 2025. Gerald C. EclaireMD Foundation. Category: Methodology. Mission statement: I write these medical papers not for fame or recognition, since I have already lived a long and successful life, though not always a healthy one. My purpose now is to share what I have learned about health, disease, and medicine, so that others can better understand their own conditions, prevent illness, and live longer, healthier lives. Summary: this study explores how probability theory can describe my brain's recovery process. After my hemorrhagic stroke on June 21, 2025, I used stochastic modeling, a branch of mathematics that studies randomness, to see how my weekly memory test results improved over time. In my engineering career decades ago, I studied stochastic design and structural reliability at UC Berkeley, but never used those methods professionally. After my recent stroke, however, I unexpectedly remembered both topology and stochastic analysis, two mathematical tools I had studied in my 20s and 30s. Reviving those mathematical skills, I applied them to my own medical recovery data. Each week, I took the same number of memory tests under identical conditions. My goal was to determine how the probability of correct recall changed week by week, and to see how this improvement related to 5 measurable input factors: systolic blood pressure, pulse pressure, heart rate, sleep hours, and walking steps. Instead of treating my memory recovery as a fixed outcome, stochastic modeling treats it as a probability that changes with time. In the early weeks, my results were unpredictable, sometimes good, sometimes not. But by about 2 months, week 7 through week 9, after the stroke on June 21, 2025, the data showed a sharp transition from uncertainty to stability. My memory scores approached full recovery and stayed there. The probabilities calculated from the model confirmed this steady improvement. Walking activity turned out to have the strongest relationship with memory recovery, while other factors such as blood pressure, pulse pressure, and sleep had smaller effects. This finding was consistent with what I had already observed visually through my other research methods: viscoplastic energy theory, VMT, and topological data analysis, TDA. The new probability model did not change the conclusions from energy VMT model or geometric TDA model. It simply quantified them using the language of probability. The most interesting insight from this work is that the mathematics of randomness mirrors what actually happens in the brain during healing. Neural recovery is not perfectly predictable. It starts with irregular fluctuations, small random signals, as neurons reconnect and rewire, and gradually stabilizes into reliable memory function. Over time, uncertainty fades, and the system finds equilibrium. While stochastic modeling offered a formal way to describe this process, I realized that my intuitive understanding through pattern recognition, along with my 2 earlier deterministic methods, VMT and TDA, had already reached the same conclusion. The brain's natural ability to recognize patterns often anticipates what advanced computations later confirm. This project also marks a personal milestone in my lifelong journey, from mathematics and engineering to business and medicine, and now back again to the same mathematics I studied decades ago, this time applied to my own biomedical recovery. Although this study satisfies my curiosity about exploring stochastic methods in my medical research, I do not plan to pursue further probabilistic studies unless they become absolutely necessary. Disclaimer: this content is provided for educational reference only, and does not constitute medical advice. No doctor-patient relationship is created. You may share this summary freely, but it must not be altered, edited, or republished as your own. All intellectual property rights and copyrights for this article and its related materials belong to the author, Gerald C.